We are now 5 wide. Presented by Quick Trip's quality gasoline guarantee. It's just another way Quick Trip has you covered.
9 to noon, ready to go this morning. The show that never fakes injuries. Did you see Monday Night Football last night? TJ Hawkinson being told by the Vikings head coach to fake an injury. Go down, TJ, is what what's his name said on the sidelines. Did you guys see that? Coon, did you see that last night?
I missed that part. Give me
it's gone viral.
Give me the time.
Yeah, I'll get the audio. Joe Buck referenced it last night. Billy, did you see this last night?
I did not.
What portion of the game was this?
Yeah.
When was
this?
It
halftime, right before the half, I believe.
I probably missed that part.
It was right when we were getting our second bowls of pasta.
I got back.
Nice.
No, I got back right during halftime and flipped it on.
So it was right before halftime.
8:30 left in the second quarter.
Classic Vikings move.
Yeah, well, big win for them, though.
Yeah,
as much as you hate them, Armin, that's a huge win for them.
Oh, absolutely.
Makes this contest even spicier coming up Sunday at Lambeau Field, yeah?
For sure. Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, I hate losing to the Vikings anyway, especially when they're on a heater. So hopefully we don't, you know.
Here's the call from Joe Buck last night. Kevin O'Connell telling Hawkinson, hey, go down.
Screen pass. There goes TJ Hawkinson. This isn't good for the Vikings.
Well, I'll say this. We just caught Kevin O'Connell on camera saying, TJ, go down.
Buy him some time.
Thanks.
That was an outstanding job set up on that last play. Because when you run a screen,
here's another job from Aikman.
Frame it up with these blockers up front, the offensive line, and they timed it up perfectly on that play.
All right, more word diarrhea from Aikman on that. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so just looking at it, faking the injury, I don't necessarily, I don't know. But if you're not able to get off the field, then the play clock's not going to reset. So if you're too hurt to be able to continue on, go down. We can have the trainer come out. They'll reset the play clock, and then we can go and run the next play.
Yeah, this is a lot different than defenses, doing this after a big play when teams are trying to run hurry up or something like that. When teams are trying to run a tempo offense and they take a knee and they go out for 2 plays and then they come right back in. This one's different. It looks like TJ Hawkinson kind of got nicked up a little bit on the play, was thinking about coming out. They were already winding down the play clock. That has turmoil with personnel getting in and out. This one's not that big a deal to me.
It was more fun when we can accuse the Vikings being chiselers, but
sorry.
Not. There goes that fun.
Especially the timing of 8:30 in the second quarter.
Right. What's the point? Yeah.
I was Coon disappointed and shocked to find how strict the rules are on mandatory timeouts under 2 minutes when it really hurt the Packers on Sunday against the Broncos.
Yeah, but that's so coached. That's so coached. Every player knows. And listen, Christian Watson tried, but that innate characteristic that's in players now before the 2 minutes of, man, take the whistle, take the time, get off slow. That was the initial move that he made, and he was only on the ground. I mean, I thought it was a borderline call there for the ref to make. He was only on the ground for 2 seconds, but he did bend over in pain on the ground, lay on the ground. Right. It was 2 seconds, and then you could literally see the moment it hit his brain. Shoot, I can't do it right now. I got to get off the field, and he sprinted off the field. The field.
Why then did they force the Packers to burn a timeout?
They already blew the whistle, affecting the clock.
I just wish the league would adjudicate this different mechanically.
If the ref stops the clock, even if he only stops it for 2 seconds, that's 2 seconds saved.
The game clock was already stopped because it was
incomplete pass.
You could have let the play clock wind all the way to 1 until you force the team to either take a timeout or, to better yet, take a delay of game. A delay of game would have been the better option there, in my opinion, strategically. So that rule should be changed. An offensive team should not be forced to take a timeout, which is more precious than a 5-yard delay of game in certain situations, and yet they were. Because had they let the play clock run, Watson would have hobbled off like he did, right?
Yeah,
and
and
we would have had 40 extra seconds.
so I'm with you. I think that that's a rule that definitely should be changed. Of if the clock is stopped, because what John's saying, like if the running clock goes, then I get it. They blew the whistle, they froze the clock, then we're going to charge you a timeout. But
Yeah.
I don't understand it when the clock is stopped for the timeout to be charged.
they should add
because
that
either way,
nuance.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Because
It's
excessive.
only
but-
under 2 minutes each half.
But this
Should
is
it apply
why.
to the whole game?
But this is why.
Hmm.
Because if you get any extra time to shuffle through that Rolodex of play calls and get the
Get your
perfect
guys
play
in.
call,
Yep.
you are getting an advantage by not having to use a timeout.
Right, but the 2 minutes, Kuhn, is arbitrary because plays at 2:05 are every bit as important as plays at 1:55. So it's an arbitrary cutoff.
So what is the cutoff?
That's the
Are
thing.
the plays
2
at
minutes.
12:30?
In the final 2
Right.
minutes of each half, you can be forced to take an injury timeout
Well,
if you have one in your pocket.
But you're
No,
saying
but-
what should it be?
Correct, because you're
outside
saying the
of-
ones at 2:05 are just as
Yeah.
important.
why
I'm
is
saying
it
what about
5
should the rule
minutes?
be?
6:05,
Why is it 5
7:30?
minutes when a player
Oh,
goes
what
out of
should the
bounds, but the
cutoff be?
clock stops?
Right. What's the
I would
cutoff to where
honestly-
they're important?
I would get rid of the rule altogether. I'd say, in theory, you could have an advantage to look at your giant Denny's menu of plays for extra time under 2 minutes. It probably won't help you. These guys have the plays picked out. They're
No,
not going,
come
oh, crap, what
on.
do we need here?
How many times have you seen a coach get flustered in that time period? How many times have you seen him not
watched
be
the
able to get
Packers
the play
enough.
call? I mean, yeah, I'm with you, Billy.
Hello, darkness, my old
Okay.
It's-
friend.
I can't help but think that that's a huge advantage. You get, man, if you have a lead with 2 minutes left, that they are under the clock. That's part of the pressure of trying to run a 2-minute offense.
But it wouldn't
The,
be a
play-
competition. I mean, it'd be even for everybody. So it wouldn't be competitively, in theory, better for one
An
side or the other.
Advantage, yes.
Get
true.
advantage.
I just wish the timeout thing. I mean, the timeout on 3rd and 4 that led to a false start, which was completely pointless. I just am in disagreement of ever calling those timeouts.
Are you
But
talking
even
about the
worse
one that
was-
happened? Are you talking about the one early in the fourth quarter when it was 3rd and 2 from like the 3-yard line? Is that the one you're talking
Yes,
about?
3rd and 2, not 3rd and 4. 3rd
Yeah.
and 2. Yeah. They,
Well, I,
and they got a
and
false
I
start.
highly disagree with that timeout as well. And I'll tell you why. Because if you're going to go for it on 4th and 2, like they did 2
Mhm.
plays later,
You're in
then
a 2
what-
down situation.
why are you worried about if your
About
play
5
isn't
yards.
perfect on 3rd and 2?
Right. That's a panic move. I would agree. Unless you haven't made that decision to go for it on 4th. Do you think that's possible? Because
But-
I think you
but
should have that
here's-
decision ready ahead of time,
Here's
because
what's worse. What's worse? Did you see what happened to McVay with the Rams? They
I
stuffed Kenny Pickett on 4th and short with about 2 minutes or 1:56 left in the game. They stuffed him. They called a first down.
Yeah.
He had 0
I didn't see
timeouts,
that.
not a one to his name. Somehow it wasted them. Like
the
stripper bucks at
the
club.
coupons, right? Zay, the coupons.
He thrown them away. So he had no timeouts. He couldn't challenge. And the Steelers took 3 knees with a full 2 minutes to go and choked the game out. McVay, as smart as he is, as photographic as his memory is, that is such a bad mistake
It is-
to not have anything.
It is rare to not have any timeouts left in the second half, but I remember that in 14, Belichick didn't against the Packers. Remember, John? And the
Oh,
Packers,
really?
Packers were able to run out a full 2 minutes after getting a first down before the 2-minute warning. So that was great because that was a rare moment, right? How often do the Belichick Patriots team not have any timeouts left? But there was a reason they
Very
couldn't.
rare.
There was a reason they had to take them, I'm sure.
Well, and that's why I've never been a fan of using your timeouts before the 2-minute warning to save clock. A lot of people think, you save as much time as you possibly can, run down before the 2-minute warning. You get a timeout
You don't
there.
like that?
Not in all cases,
Okay.
because of what you just said. If you burn your last time out with 2:15 left, thinking you're going to get
Oh,
a
right,
clock
right.
stoppage
You
on
can't
4th
challenge
and
it.
inches,
Yeah.
and then they give them the first down off of a bad spot. I mean, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? So last night, Armin, you and Josh were out at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Using some sweet gift card action from
Yeah.
the company.
Yes.
The
Yep.
return date, because last year you guys went out as a double date for Red Lobster. right?
Correct.
It was
Red
well. It was still
Lobster
this.
gift
It was still
cardage.
this year. They were both
Oh, it
within
was.
this
Okay.
calendar year. But
Yeah,
But
whatever
this is
it
like
was.
a home and home,
Home and home.
Yeah.
in college basketball. So this was
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Red Lobster first
you're-
and now Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And you're at Olive Garden when the news breaks.
Yeah. What an amazing
Put me in the
15 seconds.
moment.
What an amazing 15 seconds that was for me personally. And I'll tell you, like I
When
saw
you
it
got home?
first. That's
Oh,
funny.
good one.
That's a good one. That was good.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's funny. So I'm already, you're already excited because you're anticipating. You're already excited because the pasta and breadsticks. I'm sorry, the salad and breadsticks are there. Also, I got the minestrone soup. Love that soup.
You did.
So the salad and breadsticks are there. You're already feeling great about that. We're all settled in, and the never-ending pasta bowls are on their way, and so you're already in a good spot, feeling good. I get my phone buzz a few times. One, I'm at the dinner table, so I'm not going to just whip out my phone for a text. But if I get 3 or 4 in a row, okay, what's going on? A group text, for my buddy, my friends group text. Giannis, what a guy! It buzzes, what a guy, Giannis. And I'm thinking, okay, it's not bad news, but what did he do? Charity, probably something, or said something funny. And then it pops up on my phone, the notification, breaking news: Giannis signs 3-year extension. So then you get that just rush of excitement and glow inside you. And then it was the next thing was that knowledge to know that I knew that, and Josh had no idea what I was about to show him.
Okay,
I'm telling you, that was the greatest pleasure to know how happy I was about to make Josh.
How did your furry friend break the news to you?
So first, we're sitting across from each other at the table, and he just has a smirk, and I'm like, what? And then he shows me his phone.
I said, "Oh my God,
and
Josh!"
His face made it look like there was going to be like a funny
meme or something,
something. And then I see the notification, and honestly, things kind of just went blurry.
Yeah.
I didn't even know immediately how much he was getting. I just saw Giannis, blah blah blah, 3-year extension, and then I was like, oh! I had to calm myself because I wanted to scream in the middle of Olive Garden.
You can't do that.
But you can't do
It's a
it.
family restaurant.
No, it's Olive Garden.
You can't scream in Olive
There's
Garden.
decorum here.
Yes, you can.
Right? No, you absolutely. They'll look at you. You can't do that.
That was a wild night.
I think you guys are
wild.
getting engaged.
It was just
You can't
insane.
scream at Olive Garden.
It's a family restaurant. It's a wild.
Right.
It was a
Right.
wild.
When you're
thing,
there,
though.
your family. You got to know that.
Yeah, and when you're there, your family. And I was so excited to show. I'm like, should I hold this feeling for a couple extra seconds to know I'm about to show Josh this great moment? And it was awesome.
It was outstanding. And then
of course we had to shoot a video.
5 minutes later after that, then I said to Armin, wait, how much? What was it?
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, he's
How
getting
much
186 million. I was like, I don't even care. Whatever.
Well, it's the
You
max.
paid him.
It's gonna be the
At what point did the wives look around and go, all right, fellas, he had 2 years left on his deal. Can we get back to eating our endless
Literally no point.
breadsticks and salad?
They immediately went, okay, so that's happening.
They understood.
So
it was
anyway, how
exciting.
are you? They put up a wall.
They were excited though.
Back to their
Is that the
conversation.
whole dinner or just when news breaks? Because I feel like that should probably be the whole
we were
dinner.
actually having a really good conversation between the four of us, and then the news broke, and they were like, well,
That's
we got
good.
at least 10 minutes in. All right, they're gone.
Okay, you boys go do your videotaping of talking at a table, and we'll go back to just being girls and having a normal dinner.
Because before that, we were actually having a really good conversation, a really good debate between which is better, the Olive Garden breadsticks or the Cheddar Bay biscuits
From Red
It's the
Lobster.
Olive
Red
Garden-
Lobster.
It's the Olive Garden.
I
not
strongly
even
disagree.
close.
It is Cheddar Bay biscuits,
No.
100%.
I didn't have an issue.
You always get Alfredo sauce with the breadsticks. If
That's
you
what
don't, you're
Julie
making a
did.
mistake. You
That's what
always
Julie
get the
did. She
Alfredo
did.
sauce
She's a
because
pro.
then you're equalizing it. Now it's an even playing field.
I had no problem having if someone had a preference, but what upset me a little bit was Josh made it sound like this was a runaway for Cheddar Bay biscuits.
It
Not
should be.
close.
Like it's like it would be.
No.
He's like 20. He said 19 out of 20 people would say Cheddar Bay biscuits or
Yeah.
some ridiculous. I said, so you're saying 95% win in a poll? I said that's absurd. Well, right now the poll's exactly 50-50. If you guys want to check
Which
it out,
is crazy. It's like the
Exactly.
tightest poll right now
Yes.
between the two.
they're both
Where's
really
that
good.
poll? Who's got that
Fantastic.
poll? We need to
It's
find
on,
it.
it's
It's
on
on
my
Armin's.
it's on my
It's
Twitter
on
account.
our okay.
Well, I want the
Research Armin's
engagement.
All right. Exit
Yeah, take it.
question.
Take the engagement. Oh, we
So
got to
that-
get
so
out.
that-
This is a.
That, by the way,
This is a.
sorry. One more thing. We had 3 different
Zane,
birthdays.
shut up. Armin's got
Oh,
one
at
yeah.
Olive
birthday.
Garden.
Three different birthdays.
In one dinner, there were 3 tables around us getting a happy birthday to the point where it started getting suspicious. I'm like, are you kidding
And
me? 3
Armin,
birthdays?
and Armin Sarian was that guy that sang along and then clapped with every single one.
Of course he was.
you do.
Of
Every
course he
single
was.
one. I
Why
was
would
like,
you
my
not?
man.
Why not?
My
Happy
man. I
birthday.
know. I was like, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Okay.
Can I
That's all
ask
I
a
have.
question on the way out?
Yeah.
How far away
One
from
more
a
thing.
birthday is too far away from a birthday to have them sing at your table?
Great
6
question.
months.
That's
One
great.
day.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
One day?
One day's
What
ridiculous.
if the
Literally.
birthday's on a
Birthday's in
Wednesday?
June. Let's
I'm
bring
a
me the free ice
literalist.
cream.
Week of.
You nail the birthday. You stick the landing. Exit question. This is a one-word question. If God forbid the Bucks never make it back to the NBA Finals
Who is
at
this?
all
Oh, we did
during
this for we did this
Giannis's
for 40
long
minutes.
run,
Okay.
what would that be?
Aaron
God
Rodgers.
forbid.
That's 2 words.
I'm not comparing football and basketball.
Yes, 12. There we go. I like
One
that.
word
12.
answer.
It'd be 12.
If that happens, it's a
I don't know. Fact. I don't know.
12.
shame, a disappointment,
Bummer.
impossibility,
tragic.
A bummer.
bummer.
They
How
said
about
it,
it
would
was
be
probably
tragedy.
some amazing entertainment for the next 5 or 7
Oh,
years?
this is so good.
And let's
How about
freaking
tragic?
enjoy
Oh, yeah.
sports.
Is
Yes.
tragic fit anywhere
Oh,
in
it's
that
tragic.
conversation?
Yeah.
No.
Sports
No, I mean,
tragedy.
You think Maverick fans are mad that Dirk only got one and didn't go back and say, so Dirk's career was tragic? Front page of the
Thank
Dallas
you.
Morning News. No.
Not saying his career was
Vindication!
tragic. I'm
Go ahead,
saying
Zane.
that
Josh,
if
but we
they don't
knew
go
this,
back, if they
Josh.
don't go back to the finals,
Josh, we
if they
knew
won't-
this.
They got to go back to the finals.
Okay, I
Otherwise,
guess
it's tragic.
disappointing maybe.
It's not tragic.
I'm not going to say tragic. Tragic?
Okay.
No.
My boy. That's my
No,
boy.
tragic is taking Jabari Parker with the second
Tragic.
overall pick, and he plays like 74 games.
Tragic.
That's tragic.
Tragic is me sitting around when I was 10 thinking Todd Day and Eric Murdoch were going to change my life. Okay. And you know,
Yeah.
that's tragic.
Tragic is your breadsticks over Cheddar Bay biscuits take. That's tragic right there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
I
know
agree
if
with that,
that's
Breadsticks are now winning.
Yeah,
Josh,
they
you
better
have a
be.
good day.
They
You
better
have a
be.
good-
I think Cheddar Bay
you have a good
biscuits.
day, Josh. I know that helps.
I'm going to go
That
celebrate
helped.
this vindication with some Cheddar Bay
All right.
biscuits.
Tag,
Yes,
you're
we
in.
will.
Thanks, boys. See you
Why
tomorrow.
are you playing a song over my song?